Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco headed right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And the stop here will come at the 48-yard line. second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, Benetti's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, it's 9-0. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. With a lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bennett bruising ahead. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Running left, it's Barkley. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The rise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Terrace Marshall. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got it caught by Rice. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through. Back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. In motion right is Brown. Mahomes going to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having a elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They'll probably get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on
Now Hurts changing up the play.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Second down and goal. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Hurts. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hurts will throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Thirteen yards remaining on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally is a sure-handed target.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Hurts. And he's taken down. A cheap sack.
George Karlaftis. A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
That's good for another Eagles. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. They go 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up third down.
Now they'll change things up. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's first down. Mahomes will throw. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here. Down the sideline he goes. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown.